Hello everyone. We will start our today's session about the prostate cancer, part 4. We speak about what tests are used for prostate cancer screening. Prostate cancer screening consists of periodic PSA measurement with or without a digital rectal examination of the prostate. A combination of PSA and digital rectal examination appear to decrease more cancer than either test alone. Also, the benefit of adding digital rectal examination is marginal because most cancers are detected by PSA. If the PSA is abnormal, then digital rectal examination should be performed if it was not done before or recently. Prostate imaging is not recommended. This imaging is also considered as a screening. Prostate imaging is not recommended for prostate cancer screening because it does not improve the cancer detection. However, prostate imaging is useful for guiding prostate biopsy. Currently, there is insufficient information regarding the use of other tests such as BCA3 and PHI, etc., as an initial screening modality. What should be screened and starting at what age? Screening should be offered to men of appropriate age who have a life expectancy of more than 10 years. Men with average risk of prostate cancer, many guidelines recommended screening starting at age of 50 to 55 in this men. Men at high risk of prostate cancer, many guidelines recommend screening start at the age of 40 to 45 in men with high risk of lethal prostate cancer and or a high risk of developing prostate cancer at the early age, such as men with family history of prostate cancer and African ancestry, or the presence of germline mutation associated with prostate cancer. Many guidelines recommend starting at the age of 40 in men at very high risk. The 2013 Prostate Cancer Worldwide Congress consequence states baseline PSA testing for men in their 40s is useful for predicting the future risk of prostate cancer. For men aged 40 to 49, the median PSA is 0.7 nanogram per ml. That's for the PSA, the median for 40 to 49, it is 0.7. Men with PSA above this median, especially PSA more than 1, which is above the 75 percentile of this age, have a higher risk of prostate cancer and for aggressive prostate cancer. Men aged of 45 to 49 with PSA more than 1.6 have 9-fold higher risk of dying from prostate cancer within 25 years compared to men with PSA less than 1. At what interval should the screening test be performed? Periodic screening with PSA is more sensitive for detecting prostate cancer than a single PSA test. Therefore, serial PSA measurements are recommended for screening. Screening is often performed annually. However, the custom of annual screening is not evidence-based. Many guidelines suggest determining the screening interval based on the PSA values. Men whose PSA suggests low risk of developing metastasis and lethal prostate cancer can be screened less often. The 2021 ACS guideline recommended screening every 2 years in men with PSA less than 2.5 and every year in men with PSA 2.5. So this is the new guideline. ACS guideline recommends that screening every 2 years in men with PSA less than 2.5 and every year in men with PSA 2.5. The EAU 2021 guideline recommend screening interval of 2 years for men with PSA more than 1 at age of 40 or PSA 2 at age of 60 because these men have high risk of metastasis and lethal prostate cancer, an interval of 8 years for all other men. The CUA 2017 guideline recommend a screening interval of 4 years in men with PSA less than 1 and less than 2 years, 2 years in men with PSA 1 to 3. So 4 years in patient with PSA less than 1, 2 years in men with PSA 1 to 3, and consider more frequent PSA testing or adjunctive test to decide if biopsy is warranted in men with PSA more than 3. Okay, less than 1, we will do a screening interval 4 years. And in 1 to 3, we will do screening in 2 years, and we consider frequent PSA testing or adjunctive test, decide the biopsy is warranted in men with PSA more than 3. The NCCN 2021 guideline recommends screening every 2 to 4 years if PSA less than 1, every 1 to 2 years if PSA 1 to 3, and consider adjunctive test to decide if the biopsy is warranted in the men with PSA more than 3, as well as EAU guideline. So this configured with NCCN and CUA guideline. The 2018 AUA guideline states a routine screening interval of 2 years or more may be preferred over annual screening. It's expected that the screening interval of 2 years preserves the majority of the benefits and reduce overdiagnosis and false positive. A screening interval of 1 year may be more appropriate for men with high risk of developing lethal prostate cancer, while the longer interval may be appropriate for men with lower risk. Risk of for developing lethal prostate cancer include baseline PSA above the median for prostate for the patient's age group, and also family history of prostate cancer, African ancestry, presence of germline mutation associated with prostate cancer. This is considered as the low risk for or risk for developing lethal prostate cancer. At what age should screening be stopped? There is no universally accepted age after which prostate cancer screening should be stopped. Many guidelines recommend that screening should be ceased when the patient life expectancy is less than 10 to 15 years, regardless of the patient's current age. However, it can be difficult to accurately predict the life expectancy. Thus, some guidelines specify in an age when the screening should be discontinued. Several guidelines suggest that the more routine screening should be halted at the age of 70, but screening may be reasonable in men over the age of 70 when they have excellent health and minimal comorbidity, especially if they have a family history of longevity and rising PSA and have never had PSA testing. This is considered as minimal comorbidities. The minimal comorbidities in age of 70s, especially those group, considered as we will do routine screening for them. The groups that include the patient have family history of longevity and also rising PSA, have never had PSA testing. The 2013 Prostate Cancer World Congress consequences states older men in the good health with over 10 years life expectancy should not be denied BSA testing on the basis of their age. The 2021 ACS guideline states that the men without symptoms of prostate cancer who do not have a 10 years life expectancy should not be offered testing since they are not likely to be benefited. The AUA 2018 guideline recommend against routine screening in men aged 70, but states some men over age of 70 years who are in excellent health may benefit from prostate cancer screening. The NCCN 2021 guideline states that screening after 75 years of age should be done only in very healthy men with little or no comorbidity, especially if they have never undergo PSA testing or have rising PSA. The USPSTF discouraged the screening of the men more than 70 years old. The clinician can utilize PSA level at the age of 70-75 to help determine which healthy men may benefit from further screening. Men aged of 70-75 with PSA 3 are more likely to benefit from further PSA testing. PSA less than 3 at the age of 70-75, these men have a very low risk of dying from prostate cancer that less than or equals 3%. Therefore, further screening in this men is unlikely to be beneficial. PSA more than or equals 3 at the age of 70-75, these men have a 7% risk of dying from prostate cancer, but the risk increases as they get older. So the older these men get, the higher their risk of dying from prostate cancer. This is the end of this session. We will meet again in another one. Bye bye.